Hi everyone and welcome to Linger Longer with Books. My name's Catherine and in this week's video I'm going to be chatting about the books that I've bought this bank holiday weekend. Okay, so I'm going to be chatting through the books that I bought in the order that I got them, because that to me just makes the most sense. So first up is a pre-order that I had from my local Waterstones in Southampton, in West Quay Shopping Centre. That is my nearest Waterstones technically, I think, although there are a couple of lovely branches in Winchester. But anyway, I was a massive fan of Brooklyn by Colm Toibin, and as soon as I heard that he had a sequel coming out to Brooklyn called Long Island, I knew that I had to get it. And given that there was only a few pounds difference between the kind of standard edition and the signed edition, I knew that I had to get it. So yeah, I pre-ordered it for the Southampton branch. I went in yesterday and picked it up, which was great because they were also having a double points, double sort of stamps weekend that they tend to do on sort of holiday weekends. So it was lovely, and I'll just show you what it looks like inside. Hopefully you can see that on the camera quite clearly. It's signed by Colm, and it's perfect timing because I just so happen to be seeing him at a beautiful bookshop in Bath this Wednesday evening. It's called Toibin and Co. So I will be reporting back more details and kind of my thoughts on that whole evening later in the week. But for now, I have started it, but look how gorgeous the colours are, like spearminty green and orange, just gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to diving back into the world of Ailish and Tony and all the characters that we were familiar with before in Brooklyn. And I happened to love the film adaptation, which doesn't always happen, does it? You don't always love the film adaptation of one of your favourite books. But anyway, there you go, that's Long Island. Then I went to one of my local libraries that I've mentioned before, Chandler's Ford, and I had a look through their adult fiction book trolley for sale, as well as the children's book trolley, sort of sale items of sort of withdrawn books that they had. So first up, I picked up Do No Harm by Jack Jordan, and I've seen this quite a lot over the last year, it feels, and I've seen Jack talk at Capital Crime. I'm not quite sure if he's back talking at Capital Crime this year, forgive me, I haven't memorised the schedule that is happening next weekend, but I've just heard a lot of really good things about this. I think one of his latest novels is called Conviction. It's got like a Scales of Justice on the front cover, but this one is around my child has been taken and I've been given a choice: kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. So that sounds like a really, like one of the most gripping sort of conundrums you can face, doesn't it? So I'm really interested to see kind of what happens through this plot. This copy only cost me 40p, which is an absolute steal, cheaper than obviously a Kindle copy or anything like that. So yeah, this will go on my shelves in amongst the red titles. So there you go, there's that one. Then on the children's book sale trolley, I picked up The Worst Witch Strikes Again. This is the only Worst Witch title that I'm yet to collect. So it basically makes the perfect set of these 6 plus this one, so that's 7 in total. And I was chuffed. I was absolutely chuffed to see this. I didn't spot it at first. I just thought it was, I just spotted a copy that I already owned. But then this yellow spine, I don't know how it didn't jump out at me like straight away, but I saw it and it was just perfect. So I will probably be doing photos or a short video on the Worst Witch series. It makes sense to do it later this year in the autumn, perhaps before Halloween and all things witchy. But there you go. That also cost me 40p. I'm sorry for the glare, but hopefully you can see that. And the thing is with these library copies is that they come really kind of well covered in these plastic covers. I know that's not very kind of green, but it does help protect them. So I am grateful for that, that they've come like that. And then because of the copy of Long Island that I bought, I had, if anyone's from the UK, they'll know about like the Waterstones points. And once you collect 10 stamps, that then means that you've got £10 to use in store to convert. So yesterday when I picked that copy up, I knew that the £10 would go through overnight. So I knew that I'd be going back either today or tomorrow before the double points ends, I think at midnight tomorrow night. That's Monday the 27th, which will be obviously the day that this video is going out. So I knew that I had to take advantage of those double points and collect and kind of pay for the book before that expired. So I had also put my name down for a copy of The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett. I've just listened to this on audio, and I do have to say, I think it is a book that I will be telling my colleagues about, my family about, who are kind of in different sort of business arenas and different career fields, because I just think there's so many kind of useful tips and insights, not just tips, but obviously quite layered and important insights, I would say. It goes beyond tips. I've learned so much. I just, having listened to it on audio, I know that I just need to sort of digest it and process it mentally, if that makes sense. But I just knew straight away that I wanted a physical copy of this for my non-fiction shelves, which are this way. I can't point very well, but there you go. Yeah, I just need to kind of let this kind of sink into my brain. There was one particular law that Stephen talks about in these 33 laws of business and life that really stuck with me, and I'm just trying to find it. I should have put a sticky note in it, shouldn't I? Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it. I came straight across it when I looked earlier. It's called something about the behaviour effect. I might be able to find it as I'm discussing it. But it is around asking people, obviously predominantly in a workspace, a binary question, which means like a yes or a no question, because human behaviour, humans are sort of conditioned to say yes. They're more inclined to want to achieve by saying yes than no. So I've already adopted that in my job. I work in communications in the public sector, in healthcare in England, and I have currently a team of 7 people, all sorts of different characters, as you might imagine, and it's actually proving really beneficial for me to shape my questions like that, to I guess to kind of initiate a response from colleagues when I am trying to get a clear answer from them. I think that's kind of what I would say on that. But can I find it in this book? No. But I think I have summarised it as effectively as I can. And hopefully that makes sense to you. So anyway, The Diary of a CEO, it was £20, but it was reduced to $14.99. And with my £10 kind of store credit through the stamps, it only cost me £4.99, which I think is a brilliant steal, especially for a hardback edition. So that's quite a sturdy copy that won't get tatty or bent or dog-eared over the years that I envisage kind of looking back at this one. I think it is a book that I will keep close to me in my professional kind of space, as well as with life skills as well, don't get me wrong, but I think it is importantly a sort of a work related book first. So there you go. That is The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, and many of you in the UK and England included, obviously, might have seen Stephen on Dragon's Den and lots of podcasts and TV programs. So I would absolutely recommend, if you haven't kind of picked this up already, listen to it on audio, pick up a copy. Sounds like I'm on commission, but I'm absolutely not. But I was just so kind of pleasantly surprised by the messages within this. It's absolutely, like I said, one that I'll be telling my team about. And I just think there are so many skills to be kind of taken from this. It is a no-brainer. So there you go. These are the 4 books that I picked up this bank holiday weekend. And that is obviously quite a restrained amount of books. And what have they cost me? I'm just thinking 20, £4.99 and 80 odd p. So what does that make? That's got to be under £26 for 4 books, hasn't it? So yeah, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It's around 10 minutes long. But if you've watched this far, a big thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. I think if you have watched this far, please let me know that you're there by leaving, I think, let's go with an orange heart for Long Island. And also just let me know kind of if you've read any of these books in the comments, if any have kind of taken your interest, if you haven't already, and if you're adding any onto your TBR in the near future. But until next week, I hope you have a brilliant week reading. I will be reporting back. I've got a busy week ahead. Obviously, I'm off to see Colm speak in Bath on Wednesday evening, and then Friday morning, very early, I'm heading off to London for Capital Crime 2024. That's all day Friday and all day Saturday. So you can imagine there will be a video coming up all about the brilliant crime and thriller authors and writers that I'll be seeing there, right in the heart of London near St. Paul's Cathedral. So yeah, there you have it. But again, a big thank you for watching. I hope you've liked this video, and I shall speak to you again very, very soon. Bye.